School Steve.
Hey, hey! Welcome to the School Steve channel! I'm your host, Scholar Steve. That was unnecessary. Hey there, hi there, ho there, folks. So today's Motovlog is about motorcycle clubs. That's right. Motorcycle club commitment. Would I, Skella Steve, ever join a motorcycle club? And was I ever offered to join a motorcycle club? Well, let's start with the commitment part. So this is like in a response to Salty and Sprinkle's video about motorcycle commitment. And if you haven't watched any of the videos or subscribed to their channel, I recommend you do. Salty and Sprinkles, they're a husband and wife duo out of Houston, Texas, that ride around the Lone Star State showing us cool things, making me jealous during the winter months, also making me jealous of the delicious food they eat, and their take on hot topics in the motorcycle world while they're riding their Indian Challenger and Scott Bobber. The video that I'm talking about, check it out below, and then don't forget to like it and subscribe and check out the other videos. But the video that I'm talking about, it was Salty that was doing it by himself. He was talking about motorcycle commitments. Salty and Sprinkles are part of the EMS Angels, and he was, talking about commitment. There's people that join motorcycle clubs and they can't commit to the club. And it is true. There's people that don't understand that there is a lot of commitment when it comes to joining a club. Those organizations need your time and effort. And some people just don't want to do it. He mentioned that video, your family comes first, your work, and then your club. And if you can balance those first two, then you can make the club work. And some people just don't comprehend that. If there's a meeting, you gotta attend the meeting. If there's a run, a group ride, you gotta do it. Something comes up, an emergency, you might have to attend it. People don't want to do certain events. They don't want to go here or there. They got something that popped up, or they're working a lot of hours, which is fine. But if you know that, then don't join the club. And some clubs are not that. There's some clubs that are not generous at all. There's some clubs out there that it's the club life first, it's your job first, it's your family first. So you have to give 100% of your time and effort. When you're going to these events, and which I've seen, a lot of these guys are working. They are doing stuff to, like, say, set up a tent, set up tables, like, being a bartender or something, serving drinks. It's that sort of thing that they don't understand, that they got to do that. You got to do another job, and it's a lot of work, time, and effort. And if you can't do it, then don't do it. He mentioned too, you can hang around. I mean, when I've joined certain events for motorcycle clubs. I've done a poker run before. I've been to clubhouses and had beers with these guys. I went to a club run. One of my best friends, his dad, God rest his soul, was cool with one of the local clubs by him. He offered us to go to the poker run, and then several months later in December, since nobody really can ride, they had a December cookout, like they had a smokeout. They smoked a brisket and other delicious food, and then we went there and we ate, and it was fun. Having a beer with those guys is fun, and I like going to those clubhouses. I like seeing the history, because a lot of those clubhouses will show the history of the club. They have pictures, and it's cool to see that, how they started. And I don't mind that. I've done it a couple of times. I haven't done it in a while, but it's good. I met a lot of guys. I worked with a lot of guys that are in clubs, and a lot of those guys are awesome dudes. I'd rather be their friends than commit to something that that's part of their life. because it's part of their world, their organization. And like I said, some clubs you got to be fully committed. I'm going to be done with that because you can watch their video and he'll go into greater detail about it. He knows all about it. He's in the club. I'm not. And that gets to the next part of this video. Would I, Skella Steve, ever join a club? For the moment, right now, would I join a club? The answer is no. I would not join a club. I would not join a motorcycle club. Nothing against a club, like I mentioned. Ooh, that was kind of a hard sell. Nothing I mentioned before. I know I've worked with guys that are part of clubs. Great people, awesome people. Nothing against them. Nothing against your lifestyle. That's you. But for me, no, because I'm not a really like a group person all the time. I'm more of like a solo person. I like riding in groups. Sometimes it's fun, and having more the merrier. I agree with it, but I've always done a lot of solo stuff, and I'm just not about it. And that's the thing, is the commitment part is the big part. I have my work, which I'm forced to be committed to because I have to have money, and I am committed to my family, my girlfriend, and the few friends I have. I have a lot of friends, so which makes less commitment is better for me. If there's something I want to do, like if I want to do something on the weekend, something pops up, sometimes I like to make last minute plans. I usually like to plan everything, but there's times when we make last minute plans, we want to go there. I don't want to go, like I saw something cool that's coming in town, and then I was like, oh crap, I gotta do that for the club this weekend. Shoot, I can't do that. Well, there goes that. And I don't want to ever come across that sort of situation. It's better for them that they don't get somebody that they'll end up doing that. I will admit it, I'm a lazy piece of shit. I like to be a lazy piece of shit. I like to do things on my own time, on my own pace. I don't want to be tied up to something else. If I find another hobby, I want to try that out. I'm not good at balancing a lot of things either. Blame that on my ADD, baby. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm not fit for it. But if I were to join, I would have to be committed and I'd have to be loyal, because that's just me. I'm not the type of person that's gonna, flake somebody out, because I'm kind of a people pleaser. I try not to be, and that's why I figured not to do these things so I can, not commit. I just I avoid all these kind of clubs and stuff like that, so I just don't have, I don't have to please people. And if I have to please people, I'll do it. But I would be 100%, because I can fail myself. I failed plenty of times, and I am not going down this road. I realize that this is a dirt road. Like I said, just the whole commitment thing, I can't do it. I am not gonna do it. Like I said, I can't fail. I'm not the one to fail people, so I would give it my all. And I mentioned, I would actually probably, I don't mind failing for myself, because I learn from myself. If I fail, I do it again or try something else. But I don't want to fail people. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be someone that failed you because I screwed up and did not plan something right. So like I said, no clubs for me. And now to the final part of this video. Have I, Skella Steve, was I ever offered to join a motorcycle club? Yes. And this happened a long time ago. Probably, I would say 13 years ago. So I was about 18 years old and just graduated high school. And I went to my friend's house. There was a bunch of us people that went there. As we went to her house, her godfather showed up, and he showed up to say hi to her or drop something off. And we talked for a second. I was shooting the shit with him. He hung out for a little bit. He decided to stay a little bit longer, talk to her mom, but that's beside the point. I was shooting the shit with him, and then he decides to pipe up and go, "Hey, have you ever thought about joining a motorcycle club?" It doesn't really cross my mind. No, he goes, well, I'm part of the blah 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 motorcycle club, and we need someone like you. He goes, we need someone like you. You're a big dude. And at the time, I was like 300 something pounds. And, you know, I'm over 6 feet. He goes, yeah, we need someone as big as you. And I was like, well, you know, I don't have a, what do you call a car right now? I don't have a job. You know, how the heck am I going to get a motorcycle? And at the time, I wanted a sport bike. So I was like, yeah, I'm more of a sport bike rider, not a Harley guy. He goes, well, hate to tell you though, you do got to ride a Harley in our group. And I'm like, no. I was like, no, man, I can't do it. I was like, I can't commit. I want to like just get a regular job, probably maybe go to college. Tell him thank you, I appreciate the offer, and he was okay with it. I saw him a couple years later. Goes back at her house, and there was actually she graduated. It was like 2 years later, and he showed up, you know, dropped off a card wishing her happy graduation, all that fun stuff, and he saw me again. We were talking, asked me how I was doing, then he offered me again, and I declined. And I just have to say that I'm glad I declined, because I know his club, and that's why I did not mention the name, and I will not do it, because and maybe they've changed their ways, because I haven't looked that stuff up in a while. But his club has been known to be in the little illegal activities. I didn't want to join because I'm not about that lifestyle. And that's one of the clubs you have to fully commit to. That's one of the clubs that you have to go through hell and back with. That's your family. That's the type of club. It's your family first. It's your job first. It's everything first. Club first. And that's why I didn't want to do it. And I know somebody, you know, that has family members in that club, and they told me, their family members told me too, good thing you did not need to join that club. They told me you're a good guy, and, you know, you're not about that life. And the same thing too, when that guy offered me to join, my friend's mom piped up. She was there. She goes, he's a teddy bear, he's not gonna join. Steve's not a big tough guy, he's a big old teddy bear. So it's just true, you know. But like I said, I wouldn't join. It takes a lot to commit, and I was offered once. And another thing, one more note before I go, is that not all clubs are bad. Not all of them. There's a few out there, a select few, that have been up to criminal activities, and that's not every one of them. Not a bit. There's clubs that, you know, there's one club in particular that's been around the Metro Detroit area. They're one of the oldest ones, and they've been known to be friends with every club out there. There's no rivalry, no beef with them, and they do nothing but good. I said, not every motorcycle club out there is out to cause any sort of problems, you know. There's Christian clubs, there's like Saltine Sprinkles and EMS Club for first responders. There's so many different clubs. Just remember that. Not every club is bad. Just a few of them. But that's why I want to wrap it up right there. I hope you guys enjoy this. And like I said, check out Salty's video. He gets more in depth about the club lifestyle. But make sure you guys like this video, comment, share it, subscribe. And when you subscribe, ring that Guardian bell. You gotta beat the hell out of those YouTube algorithm gremlins. Anyways, it was fun. Skella Steve out.